What is virtual assistants? Now I wanna briefly discuss about that. So a little bit of background. I have been a virtual assistant. VA is a virtual assistant. I've been a virtual assistant since 2012. So it's safe to say na I'm probably one of the pioneers. Pero hindi yung pinaka-pioneer kasi I think virtual assistant started way earlier pa. But yes, I started providing virtual assistance or virtual services back in February of 2012. And ever since, nag-change lang ako ng employer, nag-change lang ako ng offers, business offers, pero I have been a virtual assistant since. I started as a customer service rep, so dala-dala ko yung experience ko sa call center. Call center! Dala-dala ko yung experience ko sa call center. Yun ang naging starting point ko, kaya ako napunta rito ngayon. Bali, my main service offer before was customer support. Kasi yun ang meron ako, yun ang natutunan. Okay, so yun, customer service representative ako before ako nag-virtual assistant for more than 2 years. So yun ang dala-dala ko habang nagwo-work ako sa call center habang naghahanap ako ng online job. It took me 6 months kasi parang pag-uwi ko sa bahay, doon lang ako nagsisend ng application, nag-aayos ng mga online resume ko. And then nagwo-work ako kasi hampi tayo, hindi tayo pwedeng basta-basta na lang mawala ng trabaho. So yun, and then I have become a long-time virtual customer service rep dito sa isang client na to na halos umabot ako ng 7 years sa kanya. And then I started offering other services. Natuto akong magsulat ng konti, so nag-provide ako ng blogging services. Natuto ako ng kaunting social media services. Natuto ako ng unti-unti like email marketing. Natuto ako pa konti-konti ng mga ibang services or skills na pwedeng ma-offer online. But my main job as a virtual assistant, even up to now, is customer support. So right now, I am a customer support manager sa isa sa Zencastr, which is a software as a service company. Full-time job ko ang pagiging customer support manager, and then on the side meron akong maliit na team sa Podcast VAs Philippines na ang ino-offer naman namin ay nagpo-provide kami ng support sa mga podcasters. So nagpo-provide kami ng video, audio editing, social media promotion, anything na pwedeng any production, anything that is related to podcasting. Yun ang ino-offer ko at ng team ko on the side. What virtual assistance? Virtual assistance is a professional service na binibigay ng mga individuals, you and me and anyone na nagpo-provide ng administrative or technical or creative or specialized skills to support yung mga businesses, local or international, mga entrepreneurs, mga coaches, mga companies online. If you are doing your service and you are offering it online, it is called virtual assistance. So kahit na blogger ka, kung ang client mo ay online, then you are a virtual assistant. Kung customer support or technical support agent ka, but your service is you're doing your service online, then that is virtual assistance. Or sometimes we call it work from home, but we do not limit it to work from home because sometimes we work outside. May iba sa atin nagwo-work sa mga cafes. Cafes. Ayan. So any services, the simplest way to describe a virtual assistance is any services that you offer online. So pag we are very blessed kasi sa panahon natin ngayon, meron ng mga ganitong opportunities. Hindi na lang tayo nakadepend sa kung ano ang available sa paligid natin. As long as you have an internet, as long as you are able to provide a service, as long as you have clients, and as long as you are able to offer remote services, then you are called a virtual assistant. So yon, maraming klase ng virtual assistants. Pwede kang part-time na virtual assistant, yung mga administrative people, administrative support personnels, or kaya sometimes we call them executive assistants or administrative assistants. Pwede na part-time ito. pwede kang part-time VA kasi ang kailangan lang ng client mo is someone who can help them for maybe 20 hours a week or kaya 10 hours a week. So, pwede kang part-time na VA. Ang tawag sa'yo ay part-time na VA. Pwede ka ring full-time na virtual assistant or yung nagwo-work talaga sa company direct at saka 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Halimbawa, ako sa trabaho ko sa Zencastr as a customer support manager, I am a full-time employee sa Zencastr. Ang pinaka minimum na hours na ino-offer ko sa service ko sa kanila as a customer support person is 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So, ang tawag sa akin ay full-time. Pero, full-time VA, pero direct sa client. And then you can also be a VA na project-based. Ano ba yung mga project-based? Alam niyo yung sa pag nagawa ng bahay or kaya let's say meron dito mga nag-o-offer ng may mga dito, yung mga bagong kasal. Meron ditong nagko-contact ka sa organizer, 'di ba? And then that organizer siya ang magre-reach out sa mga mga tao na kailangan mo para sa kasal mo. So that is project-based kasi hindi siya forever. Hindi siya pangmatagalan kung hindi per project lang. After ng kasal, the deal is done, the work is done, and then you move on to the next client. So pwede din ganyan ang virtual assistants. Pwede din siyang project-based. Pwede din siyang freelance-based, no? Kaya nga ang daming mga terms na ginagamit sa virtual assistants. So I like to call virtual assistants is the general term, and then underneath that may iba't ibang services na pwede mong i-offer. So pwede din siyang freelance-based. Meron tayong mga nakikita mga freelancers na hindi virtual, yung mga sa talaga in person, kagaya ng mga photographers, videographers. Ibig sabihin hindi sila empleyado, kung hindi mga sila freelancers. Naghahanap sila ng mga client on their own, nagbibigay sila ng service on their own, walang benefits, walang SSS, walang kahit na kasi it's called freelancing, no? Nag-o-offer sila ng service nila, and then in return they get paid for their service once the project is done, tapos din ang ang work nila with that client. That is called freelancer. Meron din ganyan na freelance na virtual assistant ka. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, kailangan ka lang ng client for this amount of time. Meron silang project or launch na gustong gawin. For example, they want to launch a big product. And they have 3 months para planuhin kung ano yung mga gagawin para sa launching na yan. That is freelance-based. Kung kukunin ka nila bilang social media manager for 3 months, then that is project or freelance-based na virtual assistants. And there's also a service type, virtual assistants. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung work or ano yung skills na ino-offer mo, you offer that as a service. And then, ikaw mismo ang naghahanap ng client para sa'yo. It's pareho lang din halos sa freelancing. Ibig sabihin, you are the one who go out there and offer the service. Meron ding, this one naman, service type is yung parang personal. Ikaw lang mag-isa, ikaw gumagawa ng lahat ng efforts, ikaw lahat. But then, meron ding agency type na virtual assistants. For example, ang pinaka-example na magagamit ko is Podcast VAs Philippines. So, kapag kinakausap ko yung mga clients namin sa Podcast VAs, ako ang kaharap nila, ako yung kausap nila, but then I tell them right up front, right off the bat na I am working with a team. I have a team who will help me deliver the project for you. So that is sort of an agency type. Ibig sabihin, parang ako lang yung kausap nila, pero they know up front na hindi lang ako ang gagawa ng work. Ibig sabihin, I have a team who is helping me out para ma-deliver namin ang mga deliverables sa kanila. And marami na rin ngayon sa Pilipinas ang agency type na mga virtual assistants. In fact, may mga iilan ako nakilala na doon sila nag-start. If you think about an agency type, maiisip mo yung parang call center. Ano ba yung setup ng call center? Ang ginagawa ng call center is merong isang main company dito sa Philippines. Ano bang pinakasikat ngayon? Accenture, nakalimutan ko na, wala ng Convergys, so Concentrix, Alorica, no? Ang tawag sa kanila is company. Ang ginagawa nila is sila yung naghahanap ng client for the agent. So sila yung nagre-reach out sa mga companies, Sears, Macy's, AT&T, yun yung mga sikat dati. I don't know now pero yan, mga Bank of America, mga ganun, no? So sila yung nagre-reach out sa mga companies na yan. Sila yung nag-o-offer ng service, sila yung nag-close ng deal, sila yung nagbibigay ng rates, o kung ano man ang magiging arrangement. Yung agent ng call center has nothing to do with anything regarding sa negotiation. Ang kanila lang is, once the deal is done, at nagsimula na yung company na mag-implement ng service for that company, ikaw na agent, doon ka magpo-provide ng service mo. So parang third-party provider ka. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, kung sa call center ka nag-work, you are provided with every benefit ng isang empleyado. So parang ganun din yung agency type na virtual assistants, but majority of them are smaller. Kasi masyadong niche down madalas yung service na ino-offer ng mga online agency providers. For instance, sa Podcast VAs Philippines, ang pinaka-market lang namin ay podcasters. So, kung meron na kaming makilalang mga companies na naghahanap ng customer service support, that's not something we can offer. And then we tell them, hindi namin na-offer yung service na yan. Look for another agency that offers customer service support. Yun, mga ganon. Meron ding ibang agency na social media lang din ang hawak nila. So, parang anything related to social media, yun ang hinahanap nilang mga clients. Kung kailangan nila ng support for social media, dito sila pumupunta sa agency na to. So, merong mga ganun, agency type na, And if you are working for that agency, you're still called a virtual assistant. As long as you are providing service online, you are called a virtual assistant. So, ano ba yung, what VA or what virtual assistance is not? Ano ba yung hindi VA? Ang hindi ka VA kung nagwo-work ka sa office. So, the moment you start reporting in the office, you're no longer called a virtual assistant kasi you're offering the service sa nagre-report ka na sa office. So, meron tayo ngayon na office and online ang ginagawa nila. So, we call that a hybrid setup. Pero if you are working in the office full-time, you are no longer called a VA. You are providing now in-person services. So, hindi na VA ang tawag sa'yo nun. VA is also not a networking, yung MLM. Ano yung MLM? Multi-level marketing? It is not a multi-level marketing. Virtual assistance is anything that you offer online using your skills. So, yan po ang virtual assistance. That is it really that I have right now. I just thought to give you an idea para doon sa mga beginners. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free dito to loop in sa comment section. But yes, that is virtual assistance in a nutshell.